Hello there, everyone. Shibby here. Hope everyone out there's doing well and staying back once again with some more Tekken 8 ranked matches. I try to climb up the purple ranks with Asuka here. Looks like, excuse me. Looks like, excuse me again. Looks like my first one's going to be a Law player, so let's see what we can get done here. We managed to catch him with the mid. I should hopefully clip the wall, I think. Oh, I messed that all up. I wasn't really sure what I should do there. All right, let's try to heat up. We'll get him 4-4-3. All right. Let's see if we can beat martial law. Which does not happen a lot. All right, press on the plus frame there. Oh, I fucked it up. I was on the other side of the screen. I need to practice on this side of the screen more. my mind went blank. I was like, what the fuck do I do here? All right. All right, we'll get the hit here. I didn't get hit by that a lot, so we'll gladly take it. I thought I caught him with him there. All right, we'll win this one 3 straight in a row. I managed to get almost to the halfway point against in Battle Ruler against Law here. I usually don't do that good against Law, if I'm being completely honest, but it could all come crashing down here in a couple of moments. Alrighty then, let's see if we can do something here. I thought I sidewalked it. Alright, he's definitely not afraid of pressing buttons. Need to keep that in mind. It's not your turn. Alright, we'll have to take their impatience as or keep in mind that they're just gonna kind of press on everything. I mean, they got the right character for it, so we just gotta be careful. Ah, it's not what I wanted. Alright, they actually do stay patient on the ground there. Alright, we'll get the grab off. Alright, and we'll blast right through their heat engager. Alright, they're gonna get launched for this. Except I fucked it up. Alright, we do get to launch there. Alright, we are actually managing to use their impatience against them here. And we do manage to win back-to-back 3-0 against the Law player here, which they may never actually see that again from me. But either way, good game set opponent. Back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. Going up against a King player, which is, of course, my main in this game if you happen to follow the channel. Let's see what I can get done here, though. I don't like that head, though. Anytime I see, like, someone play, like, the normal wrestling mask, or just anything just his non-Jaguar mask, I just don't like. I feel like it just doesn't feel like King without it. But to each their own. Alright, we'll get the... I'm going to do a good break on the throw, but we're going to shoulder charge through that. Alright, we'll sidewalk it. I shouldn't have crouched there. Alright, we do manage to get the hit in here. Let's get our stack up. Alright, that's our turn. They're blocking the low. They tried to power crush, but just a little... I didn't get my button. We'll take that. We'll do 4-4-3. And with the wall... Oh, they didn't actually KO. Alright, we'll just do the running punch there. Alright, good block there. Alright, they actually blocked the low there. There's a very high punch. I tried to sidewalk it. Unfortunately, I didn't quite get it. Alright, I could stop doing that string. At least that time they weren't prepared to fully punish it. Alright, they hit it right back. I actually wanted the grab. I didn't want that mid, but I did up instead of up forward. I didn't mean to commit to that full string either. Alright, I was terrible spacing by me. I wasn't as close as I thought. They probably got me. Yep. I thought they might run a grab because it is king. He has a lot of options out of that, so. Alrighty then. Alright, he was sitting on it that time, so we don't finish it out. Alright, try to power corset, just a little bit too late. Alright, I'm gonna heat up here. I thought he was gonna heat back, so I did go for the grab. But he's already spent that resource. And we had full health, so I don't feel too horrible. Alright, we'll punish him for that. We'll do 4-4-3. Actually, I'll accidentally run. So we'll get the leaping kick there. Alright, well, I tried to do 4-4-3. It was in my heart, just not in my action. Alright. We do manage to... Oh, well. It's going to be a one and done, which is... I know Tekken, it seems like after the patch has gotten worse about that. It was already bad with the one and dones, but it's just been running rampant recently. But alrighty, well, I'll be back when I find my next opponent. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. Going up against a Clive player, so this could get ugly. But let's see what we can get done here. They're on their promo match as well. I didn't pay attention to what rank they actually were, so this might be their promotion in the Fusion. Alright. I was just kind of blindly hoping and wishing that that was punishable. God, that goes forever far. Alright, we'll take that. Alright, that went better than expected. Doesn't guarantee it will stay this way, though. Alright, we'll get the launch there. Alright, let's get our stacks up if I don't drop it. Oh, wow, that hit. Okay, that's a mid. Don't know why I tried to crouch it like I could do anything about it. Alright, it's our turn. Unfortunately, that scooted him a little back further than what I thought. Should I even crouch next Clive, really? Alright, it's our turn. Alright, barring a drop. Should be dead off that. Alright. Hello, Torgal. Alright. I tried to stop like that, unfortunately. Quite come out. Or maybe you just can't. Alright, we are +1, so our grab has priority there. Alright, hello there, Titan. I thought he was going to armor up, so I went for the grab. But okay, we do manage to win 3 straight over Clive, which shocks the shit out of me. All right, let's see if we can win again. Or let's see if we get the rematch. That'll be the... Again, I don't have a problem with people, like, you know, taking time to, digest what happened, but usually with Tekken, that's not what happens. And point proven. All right, well, I guess I'll be back when I find my next match. Good games, or good game to the Clive player. Alrighty, looks like we found our next opponent here. Going up against a Reina player. He's on a 2-game win streak, so we can get done. Alright, that was probably a little bit more punishable than what I did there. I tried to catch the run up, but it was a little bit too preemptive. Oh, they did actually get the wall. We're not going to get our heat, unfortunately. Alright, we're going to be tagged by everything. Alright. I'm not going to have much health to speak of, unfortunately. Alright, go for the low. Alright, we do spend the rest of their heat gauge, and we're just going to rage our here to get the confirmed kill. At least I think this will kill, which is why I did this. I did not trust my shitty combos to lead to a KO. Alright, we'll gladly take that though. We did the exact same thing. Alright, we are plus. That left me a little bit further back than what I thought. Up. I meant to do down back one. Somehow I fucked that up so badly I did the complete wrong move. Alright. Alright, that counters the heat. Alright, that was a mid. I didn't think they would recover out of stance that quickly. I messed that all up. Alright, do get a block there. Alright, do get the hit there. I'll do 4-4-3 because I've been going for low a lot. Oh, I thought it was cursed there. Alright, we do clip him there. Which I wasn't sure if that would reach or not. But we're going to give him the low here. Oh, I was way late on that pickup. Did not mean to do it twice, though. Did they sidewalk? It looks like they went backwards. Alright, I tried to power crush that because I had so little health. But we will power crush that. Alright. Don't know if I should have been able to. But we will gladly take it. I was taking a little bit of a gamble there just because, again, I had way more health than they did. So I figured, why not go for it? And we are going to get the run back. Thank you, Reina player. Alright, we're on our promo match here. I did that thinking they might do that parry she's got. Alright, we'll do our counter, or parry, I guess would be the right term. That's right, she can parry the heat engager. I didn't realize she had all that, so I was trying to just... Alright, we got low profile there. And that tracked me, okay. I thought that might catch him sidewalking there. Alright, we'll take that. Alright. I gotta be ready for that stance. They've been doing that every time there. Alright, they do break it. Alright. We'll do Rage Art here. Figure they want to keep their pressure up. Happen to be right. Alright, gotta be careful they have theirs. Where was my... if I got my power crush, I'd been dead. Unfortunately, I flubbed the input, it would appear. Alright, carry there. Alright. Alright, they do get hit by the second part of that. Go mid. Go mid again. Didn't think, no, did they expect me to do it back to back? They did. Alright, they're gonna get the stage break here. Alright, they're gonna get game 2. So we're not gonna be on our promo chance anymore. Or at least I thought we were. But all right, let's see if we can still win the set here against Reina. Need to play a little bit cleaner here. All right, they're now on their promo match. All right, we'll take that. All right, we'll get the launch here. Should get the wall as well. I messed that all up. All right, they're able to sidewalk that. All right. Oh, they fooled me there. I had been going to that like stance off that, so I thought I'd be able to catch him with the rage art. Alright, we'll leave the launch here though. Alright, we'll get our stacks up as well. Alright, no break on this particular throw. Alright, they tried to keep the pressure up there, so we'll catch them with our heat smash. Alright, so walked right into that. Alright, they're gonna get the stage break. Alright, that was way more to that than I thought. We're gonna heat up here. Alright, we'll take that. Alright, that's a mid. I wasn't sure what that was. Alright, we do the full string that time. Alright, they caught us sidestepping. I wasn't sure if that would count as a grab or not. I tried to do that move. Alright, no break on the throw. Alright, catch him with the back one there. We did the same thing, I just lost out. That's unfortunate. I should have just launched him forward, honestly. That's unfortunate. Right, we'll take this. Alright, we do catch him with the shoulder crush as they whiff in neutral there. We somehow managed to scrape along and win the set 2-1 here. Good games to the Reina player. I do believe I am going to opt to end the video here though and leave our rank up attempt, we'll say, at in the next one. But if you made it this far, I do thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you like it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.